Hello, it's Emma Jo here from Lavinia Stamps, and today I'm going to be showing you how to make this. This is a DL card using quite a few techniques based around the face of the green man. I think he's rather lovely. We've got berries, we've got mystical micas, there's a whole load of shimmer going on, and it's about changing seasons. And it's delicious. Look at the colours in that. Autumnal and winter in one. Fab. Now, this is a DL card made using multifarious card. There's a whole load of elements. There's some metallic gilding polish, which is fabulous. There is some mystical mica sprays, not easy to say first thing in the morning. Mystical mica sprays. What else have I got for you? I've got elements blending. I've got the welcome winter stamp. I've got the green man. I've got a little berry. I've got some oak leaves, and I've got some snowflakes because I wanted this to be about seasons changing, which is what the stamp says. Seasons change. And I thought, yeah, that's quite nice. And if you want to see how it's done, why not come along with me and I'll show you. Righty-ho, so we're starting on the background using our DL multifarious card, and I'm collecting I'm throwing my inks around all over the place. So we're starting off with Elements Ink Sahara, because it's quite a nice autumnal yellow, and I thought I'm just going to place circles everywhere. You know how I like circles, and I'm just adding a little bit of Sundance into it to give it a little bit of a kick. Here's some confetti. We're going for the autumnal colours, just filling in the gaps, and I'm gradually building up different shades to sit underneath our mica sprays. Okay, and this is our olive colour. And that's mulberry. And I just pop that round the edges, giving it a frame that we're working within. So I'm going to add some pizzazz with mystical mica sprays. My goodness me, these are amazing. So Golden Temple. Couple of squirts here, couple of squirts there, no rhyme or reason to it. Mahogany Twist. Look at that. I mean, even without drying, you can see that we're going to have some beautiful colours here. And this is your amber green. It's amazing how you can create an autumnal feel with just a couple of squirts of mica spray, really. So I'm just going to try and dry this off with my heat tool. Okay. And look at the sheen on that. Magic. Right, now we're going to stamp on top of them. How, you ask? Well, this is how. We're going to use the Green Man stamp. And I'm going to be stamping in elements. And this is mulberry. Just making sure that I've got every bit covered. Okay, and I'm stamping one half that I want. This is the clearer side. And then once I've stamped that side, I'm going to go and do the other half next to it. Now, I'm not fussed about this being clear. I just really want it for the twigs, to be honest. So that's cracking. We like that one. Here we go. This is one I said I wanted for the twigs. But look at that. I'm stamping with elements on top of mica sprays. There we go. So we've got a nice little bit of detail there. Fabulous. Now I'm going to add the oak leaves. So I've got the leaves from the Green Man set, so they're the larger of my leaves, and I'm setting them up as a trio. Fabulous. And I'm using lime punch. So I'm just inking up as I normally would. And I'm popping them down. And I have to say to you, this is really all about layering up a pattern and just bringing it slowly to life. So don't be despondent if you do yours and you think, well, I can't see much happening here. Just keep at it. As we add more and more colours, like here we've got Elements Ink Pine, you slowly start to see the beard and the hair come to life with all these oak leaves. It's fabulous. Now I'm using the Foliage Set 2 oak leaves, excuse me, because they're smaller leaves, and I'm putting them on as 2, a set of 2. So that's Elements Ink Olive, which is darker again. And slowly we're building up, yeah? And here we go with Confetti. Magic. And I've just used the last leaf that I hadn't used to add in little bits. Now we're going with the metallic gilding paste. Oh my goodness. Sorry, gilding polish. I'm using Lime Burst here, and I'm just using it directly from the sponge onto the stamp. You can swirl it about on the mat if you want to get it to a thinner paste. I've just done it straight from the sponge, completely up to you. And I'm just going to add about 4 or 5 of these, just to give us a bit of another dimension, a bit more depth. Fab. Isn't this stuff amazing? Okay. Adding Posca Pens. Yes, here we go for the catchphrase. Crack open the Posca Pens, dear. We're going in. So, aqua green, my favourite colour. I'm just pushing it down on the craft mat to get a little reservoir, and I'm going to use my paintbrush with a little bit of water on it, and I'm just going to paint around the inner eye socket. This colour in itself just brings another dimension to that green that we've already got there. So I'm just giving it a little bit of depth of colour, and I'm going in between those beard strands. Didn't really know what to call them, going with strands. So now I've gone for the dark green Posca pen, pop that into his eye, and I'm going to just add to the line of the strands, stroke twigs, stroke branches. And we're going to move on, and I am going to add, as you can probably tell, some aqua green dots. Here we go. I love dots because they can you can build up a feeling without being this intense colour. It's not solid, but it slowly brings things to life. And then we're going to add some purple glittery Posca dots to the outer twigs. Here we go. Can you see? Just on the outside edge. And it just adds a little bit of detail. So using a bit of water and some Elements Ink Merlot, I'm going to use it to shade just a little bit around the nose. Again, I'm dotting because it allows us to build up a colour without being a solid colour. You also obviously need some eyeliner, according to me, so we're just going to give him a little bit of eyeliner. There we go. And if you think anywhere needs a little bit of shading, this is the way to do it. Okay, I am now going to give him some makeup, so he's having a little bit of highlighter on his nose with our white Posca pen, and to his top lip. Don't need too much for this, just a little bit. Fab. Oh, I've obviously given him some white eyeliner as well. Starting to pop from the page now, isn't it? Now we're going to add the text. Now, I may have called it Welcome Winter. It's not. It's the Seasons Change stamp. Just keeping you on your toes, you see. And this is Mulberry, Elements Ink Mulberry. And I'm just going to dot it about the left-hand side of the page. Starting at the top and trying really hard not to do a wonky angle. So as you can see, I knotted the camera. I apologise for the wobble. But doesn't that look lovely? Oh, now we're going in again. Elements Ink Mermaid, and just going in between the other stamping of the text. Okie dokie, we're adding a wintry border now. So I'm going to use Mermaid again with a stencil brush, large stencil brush, and I'm just going to swipe it from right to left at the bottom of this card, because I want something darker to add, to be a bit of a background for our snowflakes that we're going to pop on. And just to tie it all in, I'm going to give it a little bit at the top right to balance it all. And of course, add that extra depth around his nose. Now we're going to add some berries. Hurrah! So I am using the small berry from the berry wreath with mini berries. So glad that came up then. Okay, so I'm just using Elements Ink Olive. All I really want is the shape, because I am going to colour it in with, guess what? Posca. Here we go. So there's my red Posca. And what I'm doing is I am just colouring in 3 berries, red. And just to give it a little bit of oomph, I'm going to add the last berry. I'm going to colour in, wait for it, orange. Hurrah! Just gives it an extra depth. And now I'm just going to highlight them all with a little dot of Posca. And it's white. You see how magic it is. And I think as I'm lifting it, there you go. One direction has shown you that there's a whole load of mica on there and it's glittery and lovely. Here we go. Now, Let It Snow. I would sing it, but, you know, we'd probably get banned. Versamark and snowflakes. Completely up to you how you do them. Snowflake stamp. And I'm just popping them along. I'm going with the same design, adding my Versamark. I've done 3 at a time. And WoW embossing powder, white opaque. Fab. Give it a little shake to get rid of the excess. And a flick. Oh, wow. I'm using my heat tool to fix it. Just makes all the difference. And again, going with a different style of snowflake. Same treatment, Versamark, then the WoW embossing powder, and then heating it. And I'm just adding some white Posca pen here to give an inkling of a flurry, like a little snow flurry. Circles and dots, we can all do them. Fab. And you might notice that because you're working on top of the mermaid, that white Posca will turn a very lovely pale blue, which just looks right. So I have got Quickie Glue pen and I'm adding, wait for it, dots and circles, and then I'm going to add some mica powder called White Sparkle. And these are the Mica Minerals from Lavinia stamps. And this just gives us that wintry feel. And you, my friends, have done it. Amazing. You are amazing. I'm really pleased with how this turned out. I love the amount of glitterage and bling that we've got on there. It's not overpowering. We've got some mica, the white sparkle there. We've got the snowflakes embossed. There's a whole load of techniques on here. Fabulous fun. And all of the way that you're just adding that extra bit of mermaid at the end just changes the whole feeling at the bottom of the card. Anyway, I could ramble on forever, but I'm just going to shush. So here we go. I'm hoping some of you might be inspired to have a go yourself. And yeah, see you next time. Big thank you for watching. Any comments, please pop them in the post below, and I will do my level best to get back to you. Thank you very much. See you soon. Have fun. Bye.